First of all, we need to get one thing straight before we start this video. Real vampires don't sparkle in the sun. Hey guys, welcome back to Millennial Planter. Hi, hello, how are you? Hope you all are doing great. I'm Marina, the Millennial Planter. In today's video, I am doing a fun little fall themed tag that Dea made, and I'm so excited. It is a Vampire Diaries tag, but she kind of put her own spin on it and included plants into it, and I honestly love this tag so much, and I think it was so cute, and I'm so excited to film it. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy it too. I mean, I know it's a little bit different, but I honestly love Vampire Diaries so much. I've rewatched it 3 times, and I'm currently in the process of rewatching it again. I love the spin-offs. The originals is actually my favorite, and then Legacies, which is, it's okay. It's okay. But at the end of the day, I am a die-hard CW fan. I'm just like a forever preteen. Anybody else? So anyways, Dea, thank you so much for tagging me and coming up with this tag. I think the questions are so cool and so fun and so perfect for spooky season. As you could see, I kind of have a makeshift setup back here to kind of get in the mood. So let's get on with the question. Question number 1, if one of your plants were to be growing in the Salvatore home, which would it be and why? And the minute I heard this question, I instantly thought of my ZZ Raven. I mean, how could you not? This plant is is the perfect vampire aesthetic. You know, the Salvatore home is very dark and dim, and they always have their blinds closed, and you know, real vampires, they burn in the sun, so it's not going to be a very brightly lit place, if you know what I mean. And I mean, what better plant than to have a ZZ plant, and then what better plant than the ZZ Raven, because it's just fits the whole vampire aesthetic, you know. And this guy is also very thirsty. Question 2 is, who are your top 3 favorite Vampire Diaries characters, and what plants would they be? This question I thought a lot about, and I kind of wanted it to be different than Dea's answers. And so first and foremost, Caroline, my girl. She is my all-time favorite character. I absolutely adore her. She is such a badass, and she's just so loyal, and it's just the friend everybody needs in their life, you know what I mean? So for her, I picked the pothos because honestly, these plants are so resilient. They can go through any problems they have, any sort of situations. They just thrive, and they just do their best. And honestly, I mean, Pothos and Caroline, resilient and strength, and they just really thrive when they're in the right environment. And yeah, I just really think this signifies Caroline. And I mean, if she's not your favorite character, I don't know why, because like I said, she's a total badass. Number 2 is going to be a Lark Saltzman. I don't know what it is about him. He's just always had a little special place in my heart. I really love how he just kind of took Elena and Jeremy under his shoulder, and kind of feel like he's an underrated character, and I thought this plant represented him best. And obviously it's the Dieffenbachia, because Dumb Canes will always and forever have a special place in my heart, and they are definitely an underrated houseplant. There are just so many different varieties of Dumb Cane. Some can thrive in low light, other can do really well in high light, and they just grow huge and jungly and amazing. And I just think everybody needs a Dumb Cane in their life, and I feel like this represented a lark pretty well. And my 3rd favorite character, I feel like I saved the best for last. And this is gonna be a little controversial, but it is none other than the Stefan Salvatore. Hashtag Team Stefan all the way. Damon who, move out of my way. Yes, he's funny, but Stefan is just so much sexier, and he's just that anchor, you know, that really grounds everybody, and he's not always so serious. Come on. He has a fun side. He's so much better for Elena than Damon is. Damon is so wishy-washy and so in his feelings, you know? But The whole like genus I felt like represented him was none other than the Peperomia family. I mean, am I right? Because people either love or hate Peperomias, and if they love Peperomias, they go in for Peperomias. And the whole Team Stefan, Team Damon thing is so, like, everybody is so Team Damon. I feel like there's very few Stefan people, you know? There's very few of us. And the ones that are, like, we go very hard for Stefan, you know? So definitely comment below if you watch the Vampire Diaries and what team that you're on. But yeah, I definitely 100% think the Peperomia represent him. I can't stop laughing at myself because this is just like the epitome of Stefan, you know? Question number 3 is, who is your favorite redemption villain character? And which one of your plants redeemed themselves? So, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I love the originals. So, literally quite easy. The whole Michelson clan, I feel like, are good redemption villains because even in the originals, they still have like their big flaws and they're still a little crazy and a little like just don't really make sense. But at the end of the day, you still love them. Like, I still love Niklaus. As much as he drives me crazy and as diabolical as he is, like, I still have like a little love in my heart for him. And at the end of the day, he just wanted to protect his family and his daughter. And yeah, I just feel like they're really good redemption people, redemption characters, and they are the original vampires. So without them, like, we wouldn't even have Stefan and Damon. So and my plant that has redeemed itself is none other than this philodendron branditianum, which I know it kind of doesn't look like much now, but I chopped it at the top, obviously, but it was taller than this pole, and I have propagated it, and it sprouted this baby all on its own. So I've talked about this a couple times, but I struggled with this plant for the longest time for like no reason at all, honestly. I don't even know why these plants, why so many people have problems with them, but eventually I did something right, and I still don't know, and it's growing fine now. The new leaf that I had chopped off was just as big as this, which is one of the original leaves, so that was really exciting, and I was able to trade it and share it with a friend, and I feel like that's an amazing redemption plant. A plant I struggled with for so long and just did not grow for months. Now I'm able to chop it and propagate it and even share it with friends. Question number 4, which character were you most annoyed by, and which plant am I most annoyed by? I mean, I feel like a lot of people share this common annoyance with me, but definitely Elena, especially in the first few seasons. She just, like, I get wanting to protect her family and stuff, but like, come on girl, you were only like, what, 16 when the series started? And yeah, she was just, throughout the whole series, she got on my nerves, and I was very happy when she left the show. I mean, she wasn't completely that awful, but out of everybody, she probably got on my nerves the most. And the plant that I share that annoyance with equally is easily this Hoya curtisii. I feel like I have put this plant on blast so much, but it's true. What kind of plant wants to put out yellow leaves, but then so much new growth at the same time? Honestly, it is coming around and it is doing a little bit better, but I look at it and I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you such a hot mess? Can you just grow for me normally, please? Please. Question number 5. If you could visit any place in Mystic Falls, where would it be? And what plant store would you put in Mystic Falls? Kind of have gone back to my bartending roots, and I would love to visit the Mystic Grill, which is the bar that everybody's always at. I just think it would be fun to serve up shots to all these vampires and witches and hybrids and werewolves, you know? Like, I feel like everybody goes to the Mystic Grill, and I would like to be that bartender, you know? Like, just come on, vent to me. I will serve you tequila. I will serve you whiskey. I will serve you whatever you want. Just, you know, hang out at my bar. Let me know all your secrets. And I would definitely want to put one of my top favorite nurseries, Kelly Green Nursery, there, because going into that nursery is just so pretty. It's surrounded by so much greenery. He has it in pretty much a very basic greenhouse setting, but just the way that they have the whole area set up. It's just so pretty, and it's like stepping into a forest almost. I love it, and it just reminds me a lot of that area in Mystic Falls. It's just very green and very pretty, and yeah, I just think that they will go really well together. Question number 6. In Vampire Diaries, there has been a threat every season. What's been the biggest threat to your plant collection? Does kids count? Because definitely 100% my kids, they have knocked over like giant 12-inch pot of my Philodendron Mexicanum. My son has knocked over one of my Hoyas off the top shelf and just completely shattered the pot on the floor. They're constantly like knocking over plants that I have on shelves. I'm always picking up soil because of that reason. Thankfully, I haven't lost a plant to my kids yet, but they're definitely my biggest threat to my plant collection. Oh, and thrips, if you want to include some pest. And last but not least, question number 7. Vampire Diaries had so many doppelgangers. Which plant can you have multiples of? And before I answer this question, honestly, I hate when they started bringing in all these doppelgangers because it just got so out of hand. It was super annoying, but the plant is this Anthurium warwickquianum, aka the Queen Anthurium. Is she easy to take care of? No. But do I love her? Yes, and I am probably still on a high from watching all of Kaylee Ellen's living wall situation, and I just, can you just imagine having like 3 or 4 of these Anthuriums and having those like long leaves, and then even having a couple smaller ones and some medium ones just like all on a shelf together? It would be so beautiful. And honestly, I can literally stare at this plant all day. Look at that dark velvet and they glitter and those veins, and yes, like even this torn off leaf is beautiful. Like, oh goodness, I love this plant so much, and I just hope that I can get the watering down so that the next leaf is equally as beautiful as this, and I will have 3 beautiful pendant hanging Anthuriums. So yeah, I definitely could have more of these. And that wraps up all these questions. Thanks for everybody sticking around to the end and hearing my questions. I honestly love this so much. I just think these questions are so brilliantly written and really thought out. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun to do it. So thanks, Daya, for coming up with it. And I would love to see any other YouTubers do a tag like this. I don't know who else watches the Vampire Diaries, but I know that there's some of you out there. So I would love to see this tag going around and to see more of you answer these questions, especially now that we're in spooky season. We have a few more weeks left, so yeah, definitely let me know if you do it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all give it a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope you all are staying safe, sane, and healthy, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.